Hello everyone. Sometimes, there's a situation where an old device works fine, but time has surpassed its user interface. Today, I'll show you how to bring an old HRV, heat recovery ventilator, up to date. We will install a relay station alongside the rotary switch, enabling us to connect it to home automation. So, why not turn thoughts into action? Let's make it work. Okay, I have two fans in the machine, supply and exhaust. The transformer generates 100, 140, 180 volts in addition to 230 volts. The desired voltage is selected via a rotary switch. I found an old Denkoff relay board, which has 4 relays. The relay can control 10 amps, so it's perfectly sufficient for this purpose, especially when only 3 amps are needed. To get the relays to work, some minor modifications need to be made to the wiring. The easiest way to do this is by replacing wire number 5 with the relay board so the current to the fans passes through all the relays. The normally closed NC of each relay is connected to the next relay's input C. The normally open NOs are connected to the voltages 100, 140, 180, and 230 volts. Now, you might be wondering how current flows if the rotary switch is in position 2, 140 volts, and also the relay 2 is used. Current flows from relay 2's NO terminal. The current coming through the switch stops at relay 2's NC terminal. What if relay 4, 230 volts, is used and the rotary switch is set to 140 volts? No problems. The voltages won't get mixed up even then. It's important to remember that different countries have various rules and regulations related to electrical installations. Respect them. If you don't know what you're doing, you could pose a danger to yourself or your loved ones. Double-check that the components and connections in the machine comply with the wiring diagram. The easiest way to install the relay board is to use an existing terminal block. Today we will use its terminals 1 to 5. After the modification, you can control the relay using, for example, a Raspberry Pi. You can find the necessary code from the manufacturer. In the case of the Denkoff relay, I had to install an earlier version of the operating system to get the relay working properly. I integrated the relay into the Home Assistant home automation system. I have an outdoor temperature sensor entity, which I use to control the fan speed. Just to clarify, this device is not an air conditioner, but a ventilation and heat recovery unit. I live in Finland, where temperatures can vary greatly, from minus 35 degrees Celsius to plus 35 degrees Celsius, that's about minus 31 degrees Fahrenheit to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. In summer, if the outside temperature is above 20 degrees Celsius 68 degrees Fahrenheit, the ventilation switches to minimum. In other words, I don't ventilate the house with warm air and heat it at the same time. That would feel uncomfortable. When evening comes, the temperature typically drops below 20 degrees Celsius, and the automation turns the ventilation to full power for the entire night. In winter, when the situation is reversed, I again monitor the outdoor temperature. At night during freezing temperatures, the ventilation runs at its lowest setting. When the sun comes out and the temperature rises for a few hours during the day, I turn the ventilation to maximum to freshen up the house. In addition to temperature, you can also use a carbon dioxide (CO2) sensor for control logic. For example, if CO2 levels rise too high in a bedroom, the ventilation can be set to full power. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. As a grandfather and tinkerer, I wish you all the best, and will return with new inventions in the next video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I won't promise to answer, but try to find the answers yourself first. I've been using this setup for 2 years now, and I've been very satisfied with it.
problemo, fix it bro. Non ti fosse quella, je own his body. Weather saw the tent of a body. Your stomach knows what the middle well. Then the brown me a bit belly tell. Thinking in the medicine rule. I got in the hitting some the one for next rule. What you deaf with unset rent. But you belly soul, that you belly's chop. Papareros,
You see,
50, 60, let it be. Papareros,
oh no,
no problemo, fix it bro. To the home disco town, going viral like the pretty girl's brow. Like the borders blow the crayons, that's good when the Vespa ends. Papareros,
you see,
50, 60, let it be. Papareros,
oh no,
no problemo, fix it bro. Papareros,
you see,
50, 60, let it be. Papareros,
oh no.
Papareros,
You see,
50, 60, let it be. Papareros,
oh no,
no problemo, fix it bro. Papareros,
you see,
50, 60, let it be.